Hi, welcome everyone. Sharon and I are so excited to share essential oils with you. My name is Helen Thomas Robson, and I have Sharon with me. Sharon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Sharon Farmer. I live in Tennessee, and we are so excited to talk with you about essential oils,
Yes,
doTERRAs.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I also have to put in a little plug for Sharon. She has an amazing blog called SharonEssentials.com. You have to go check it out. She has so much background and knowledge on essential oils. She'll be a great resource for you. And then if you'd like, you can also check out my website too, HelenThomasRobson.com. And I basically teach people how to create shifts in their life, all different areas, and creative shifts, emotional shifts, heart shift, and wellness shift. So we definitely talk and teach about essential oils there. And you guys can come to either one of those and get a lot of background information and just education on how to use oils in your life. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to pass this over to Sharon so that she can, she's got controls of the PowerPoint. And also, as you notice, her picture is not here. So
It will
we have
be.
a picture of her. Yeah, we have a picture of her on the
And
PowerPoint.
we are recording, right?
Oh, yeah, we are
Okay.
recording. I see the red button going.
All right.
So let me go ahead and pass this over to Sharon. Okay, do you got it over there?
Yes. Are you
Perfect.
still good?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay. Well, this is me. Was a picture taken while we were out at convention with the lavender fields behind me. So much fun.
Yep, that was a really fun weekend.
It was.
Or week, I guess. We were there for a whole week.
Almost, yeah. So tonight we're talking about essential oil basics, and we're going to talk about the 10 most popular, most used oils in doTERRA.
Yay! These
And-
are like the favorites of everyone. So you guys are doing a really good, just huge amount of education on the best oils, the top oils the company has out there. So
yeah. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what essential oils are, they come from the aromatic part of the plant. That could be the flowers or the leaves or the bark, the seeds, whatever is the part that has the scent of the plant. And these plant extracts are part of the natural defense of the plant. Helps deter insects and pests. And they're also fat soluble, so our bodies recognize it as a food source for our nutrition.
yeah, and that's very important, everyone, because if your body recognizes this as a food source of nutrition, that means it knows what to do with the oils when
Exactly.
so main important thing is just get those puppies on you, and so your body will know what to do with it.
Yeah, they're powerful and they're concentrated, and they've been used to support wellness and health for thousands of years. Essential oils are an amazing support for both emotional and physical well-being.
Yeah. Now, I know that Sharon and I both go over on our websites about emotional and physical wellness. And, a lot of people don't realize this, and maybe you do, but emotional wellness and physical are so intertwined with each other. So it's really important that, you're not just using it for one, but you're using it for both.
Yeah. We have a class about that as well.
Yes, we do. We have a really good class on emotional wellness and physical.
Yes. And so they've been used for thousands of years around the world. We know that they were used in Egypt for beauty, for health, for protection.
Yep.
And they're mentioned in the Bible throughout, and that's another great class.
Oh, yeah, that is a really good one. And,
Yeah.
looking at the pyramids here, it reminds me, essential oils, people will ask, well, how long do they last? Do they have an expiration? Well, citrus oils, they last, their expiration is 10 years. But all the other oils, they can basically outlive you. In fact, they found a lot of frankincense in some of these, tombs that they've dug up that are under these pyramids.
Yeah.
And frankincense in it, they said, was just as good as the day it went in there. And in fact, there's a lot of essential oils where they, get better with age.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome. Yeah,
Yes,
just like keep them in a nice cool place and not in direct sunlight, and they'll last forever.
yeah. So doTERRA wanted their own standard of essential oils because the standards that, well, there really isn't a standard. It differs from state to state and from country to country. And they wanted something that set them apart. They were going to use them for their family. We use them for our families. And we just wanted something better.
Yeah. I love how they really raised the standard. They kind of set a bar out there and challenged other essential oil companies out there to just really lift themselves to a new standard. Because, when you don't have things that are regulated like that, you get a whole lot of everything. So it's really nice that that they've done this. And, Dr. Robert Papa said that there's only a handful of essential oil companies out there. He probably tests, I think he was saying like 95% of the companies out there, he does all their testing for their oils. And he said there's only a handful that are completely pure, and doTERRA is one of those. Unfortunately, he wouldn't tell us who the other four were, but we tried to drag it out of him. He wasn't going to give up that information.
Right, but we had that doctor from Johns Hopkins, and she said in her research that a lot of companies, their oils differed from bottle to bottle.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There really wasn't a good quality standard like doTERRA.
No consistency at all. Like no consistency at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of synthetic oils out on the market, and those are used usually for cleaning supplies or for perfumes, things that you're not going to take internally.
Yeah.
The food, so that we have the flavor of lemon or peppermint, whatever our flavoring that we want. And therapeutically, you can use the oils for massage and for, affecting the mood and stuff. But that little sliver called CPTG is certified pure therapeutic grade. That's doTERRA's standard.
Yeah.
We would not have anything synthetic or chemicals added, nothing added, no colors or flavors added to our essential oils. They demand the highest quality in all aspects of growing, processing, and distributing the essential oils.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you run across some essential oils out there, I've had people say, "Oh, I've been able to find essential oils for really inexpensive at such and such store, or this or that." I'll tell you, if you're running across stuff like that, you're dealing not with pure essential oils that are for therapeutic purposes. You're dealing with stuff that has chemicals in it, so it's going to be more synthetic.
Mm-hmm. And so if you have an oil like that, ask someone, can you compare it to doTERRA's oils? You're going to see a big difference between them.
Well, yeah, and a big difference in the amount that you use. I mean, you'll use 1 or 2 drops of doTERRA, and you have to use like 4 to 6 to 8 drops of whatever that is. And so it ends up price-wise, it doesn't compare at all. I mean, you end up spending just as much or more on an oil that's not as effective.
Yeah. And our oils come from around the world, where the plants have been cultivated and have survived for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. And so they're a stronger plant or a stronger tree, resistant to disease and to pests. So no chemicals are needed in growing or, caring for the plant. And it just gives you a stronger...
Yeah. It's been fighting for its own survival in those areas, so it doesn't need the other stuff,
It just gives you a better oil that way.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention here too, with the fact that doTERRA's essential oils, are grown where they're indigenous. You also look at some of these countries where this is coming from. Some of these countries are third world countries, and what's really amazing is that doTERRA has this amazing co-impact sourcing program where they help like these communities that are growing and distilling these oils, and they help them, teach them how to get good prices. They teach them how to get the best results with their growing. all that kind of stuff. They set up a really great partnership and they help these communities. I mean, they'll even pay some of these places instead of with cash, they'll pay them with building schools or getting clean water, things that they really need, because
Yeah.
money means nothing in some of these third world countries. They need resources. They need food, schooling, education, all that kind of stuff. So that's a really great program I don't see anybody out there doing.
No,
Yeah.
it's one of the best things about doTERRA.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's 3 ways that we use essential oils. Aromatically, you can diffuse it. You can open the bottle and inhale the scent. You can put a drop in your hand, rub them together, and cup your hands over your mouth and nose and breathe it in. And this helps clean the air in your home if you're diffusing it, and it also helps with emotions.
Yes. Yeah,
Change.
emotional wellness is definitely through the olfactory system and smell.
Yeah. Have you noticed that, Helen, with if you diffuse something and the kids are acting up, does it change the mood for?
I do. In fact, I try really hard to remember to make sure that I have the right oils for like Serenity and a couple of others that we'll talk about. Lemon, lavender, to just kind of like set the mood in my house before they all come, running through the door when school's out. And it really does make a difference. When I'm diffusing them, I can see the difference. And I even see the difference too when they're doing their homework. Because, what's the combination I use? Rosemary, peppermint, and wild orange are a great combination in helping them with studying, staying focused, memory retention, all that kind of stuff. So they are definitely useful, and I can tell when we're not using them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we do that all aromatically.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I share about topical here?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So I really love topical. I do have little kids, and I'm sure some of you know how hard it is to get a little kid to, take medicine or pop a pill or whatever. So you can imagine, what I love is with essential oils, I can just take and put them on the bottom of their feet, and I don't have to worry about them like spitting everything out and wondering how much did they get in.
Yeah.
But I love that, it's just so perfect because you have the largest pores on the bottom of your feet. And once it gets into your pores, it circulates through your whole body, hits every cell in your body in less than 30 seconds. That's amazing. And you also use it topically in areas where you have, like if you need, if you have like a tummy ache or sore muscles and you need some temporary relief, that's a great way to use it too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And the other way that we can use them is internally. Mm-hmm. And as much as I love using them topically, I like taking them internally too, because they are so pure and so safe for us. You can add the oils to your water and drink it throughout the day, especially like lemon. Yeah. Or you can put it in a capsule, or doTERRA has some oils that are already in capsules, and you get them that way. And it just you can even cook with them and add it to your food. So it just gives you another way to use essential oils. And the thing that I like about topically and internally, it's not like you have a time limit that you have to wait to reapply or to take it again. So when you need it, you just take more.
Yep. And you can tell, with essential oils, one thing that's really great is you can go by how you feel. You'll know when you're like, oh, I need some more. Like I can sense that I need this again. You can take it. And if you take too much, your body will just start to flush it out of the system. So you don't have to worry about having issues or problems. They're just very safe and effective.
Right. And it's always better to use a little bit more often. Use it, and if in 10, 15, 30 minutes you haven't seen the results, just do it again. Yep.
Yeah. And one thing to remember too, or to know, because you haven't been taught this before, essential oils, like Sharon was saying, they do work more effectively if you do little bits more frequently than using a lot in the morning and a lot at night. Like spreading it out is your body uses it so much better.
Right.
Get better results.
And with everything that we do, of course, we have to make healthy choices. We have to make sure that we're getting good food, good nutrition into our bodies. We need to exercise, and walking 30 minutes a day, if you have to break it up to 10 minutes at a time or 15 minutes at a time, as long as you're exercising. You want to rest and manage stress. And when we say rest, that doesn't mean sitting on the couch texting one another. It means going to bed and going to sleep.
It's called resting texting.
Yeah, no, it's not rexting.
Not resting. That's really good.
Yeah,
not rexting people.
Yeah,
resting.
It means sleeping so that you can unwind and renew your body.
Yeah, I'm going to so use that with my kids, Sharon. You know, I'm going to be like, no rexting. Go to bed.
Yeah, so we want to reduce the toxic load because, you know, there's so many chemicals in the air around us. We get it through our food sometimes, having it in plastic or in styrofoam, heating it up in plastic in the microwave.
Yeah.
It just adds more toxins to our body, and we got to get rid of them.
Yeah, the body doesn't know what to do with these chemicals and synthetics and toxins. It doesn't know how to release it, so that it ends up sitting in the body, and then the body gets into disease.
Yeah,
you know, it's not in its natural elements, you know. So
we just need the oils and lots of water to flush it out.
Yeah.
And if you're going to the doctor for some reason, have a list of questions. You know, what do I do about X? You know, what can I do instead? You know, go and educate yourself about it and be proactive with your medical care. Ask questions and don't leave the doctor's office until they tell you what you need to know.
Yes, and also, I mean, involving them in the fact that you want to use essential oils is really important too, because the medical industry is getting so very curious and open to essential oils. You know, it's not something that they've been taught or educated a whole lot on. And there's a lot of doctors that that doctor panel, they said, please, if you're using essential oils, let your doctors know. Let them be a part of it, because how can we help you if we don't know what you're doing? And if you're doing something that's making a huge difference, we want to know too. So it is very important. Don't feel like don't feel like, oh, they won't understand, or they won't let me do it, or this or that. Involve them and help them, because they want to be educated and learn too.
Yep. And one of the great things that we can do to help support our health and support our immune system and digestive system, everything, is to use doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality supplements.
That is awesome.
They have 3 different supplements. We have our vitamins and mineral complex. We have our omega essential oil complex. And we have our Alpha CRS, which is a cellular complex that helps keep our body strong from cell to cell.
Yeah, I love this stuff. And one thing that's really great, doTERRA stands behind this product like you wouldn't believe. I mean, they do a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I have to admit, I'm not the type of person who takes vitamins very well, or I don't remember that kind of stuff very easily. And so when I first heard about Lifelong Vitality, I seriously didn't care. I was like, I'm not interested. I forget to take my multivitamins all the time. Why would I want to just add another multivitamin I'm going to just stick in the cupboard and not use? And I had just people coming to me, please teach a class on this. What do you know about it? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the one product I've been avoiding because I hate taking multivitamins, you know?
But it's our most popular product.
Yeah. Because, I mean, how many times, do you take multivitamins and it just goes right through your system? I mean, I sat and I listened to I was at a wellness conference, and they had this guy come in, and he was talking about, he actually has like a porta potty business. And he says his biggest problem is all of the vitamins that he finds that clog up his porta potty, like, and breaks porta potties.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Gross. He said, oh, and if you want, I can tell you what they are because they still have the names on them.
Oh, man. That means your body is not getting what it needs
I
from
know. So
those supplements. So
all this money on something that's not even doing anything for you. So I was always really leery about taking any kind of vitamins because I figured it was just crap people were trying to push to me and make money, right? So I get this, and I tried it, and this is really interesting. So my little baby, I had a 5-week-old, listen to me, 5-week-old. Oh my goodness. 5-week-old. And, you know, she had like spots on her tongue. And stuff. She had like the yeast on her tongue, you know, because I ate too much Easter candy and it transferred to her, caused inflammation in her mouth. And I took this, and it was like 3:00 on a Thursday night, I think it was. And it was my birthday, actually. And the next morning I woke up and nursed her, and it was all gone from her mouth. I was blown away. I was like, are you kidding me? This is amazing. So I just continued to use it because I saw that it was helping her. So I did it because I was helping my baby. Well, ends up several months later, I like start feeling just this emotional like roller coaster. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Now, you know, let's not forget and add the part that my husband was deployed. He left when my daughter was 2 weeks old. I had 4 kids. You know, summer just started. It was a little crazy, but I amazingly was holding it together really well. And I was shocked because usually after having a baby, I'm a mess. And I was using Lifelong Vitality from when she was 5 weeks old. And then it was like, that was April and May. And then, what was it? October is when I started like losing it emotionally. I was just a basket case, just crying at the drop of the hat. I'm like, what's wrong with me? And all of a sudden I was like, what am I doing different? And I remembered, I ran out of Lifelong Vitality, and I haven't bought my new amount because they were doing this really cool promo, and I wanted to get, you know, wait for a paycheck to come in so I could do the promo and get some free oils through one of their free oil programs. And when I realized what it was, oh my gosh, I like ordered that stuff so fast. I got it in. I took it after 1 day. I couldn't believe I was like complete opposite person. I was like good again.
Back to normal. Yeah.
I was in a mess. Yeah. It was awesome. So I just love how it just helps so much with just support of your body and your body systems. It helps you to just feel really good. And you know, cause what it is, essential oils and Lifelong Vitality and what doTERRA does is they help give us these amazing products that help our bodies get into the right environment so our bodies can do what they do best, and that is keep us healthy. Yeah. So that's my huge, long, probably too long, not read or digest version of why I love Lifelong Vitality. But I say to anyone, get it, because I didn't think it was doing anything for me until I went off it. And then I was like, holy cow, that was doing something for me. I was just using it for my baby, but it was doing something for me.
Yep. And that's when people notice when they stop taking it. And
that's usually when they notice.
They say, I got to get it back. So let's talk about some essential oils. So we're going to start with lavender. And lavender is very soothing, very calming. Helen was talking about she'll diffuse that when the kids come running through the door after school, and it just helps set the mood in the house so that they're calm and relaxed. And it's very good for so many things. It's like the Swiss Army knife of essential oils.
Yes, it is. That's for sure.
You can use it for skin issues, sunburn, for poison ivy. Greg got poison ivy, my husband, and got it all over his face. And I offered him the choice of using some gel or liquid over-the-counter thing or the lavender, and he chose the lavender.
Yay.
And 2-3 days later, it was all gone. And
Wow.
I'd had the same kind of poison ivy before, and it was weeks and months before it would go away. So I was really, really impressed.
I just love
That,
natural solutions. That's awesome.
yeah, exactly. Um, if your children or you have trouble falling asleep, put a drop on your pillow or a drop on the bottom of your feet. Even the littlest one, you can just put a drop and massage the bottom of their feet, and they will very easily float off to sleepy by land. It's very good for your skin. And you can use it with lemon and peppermint against seasonal and respiratory threats, just 2 drops of each of those 3 oils. And, it helps relieve a lot of congestion and stuffiness, that kind of thing when the seasons are changing. So,
Yeah, this is amazing. I
mm-hmm.
also used it on my son's. He has growing pains,
Mm.
and he actually hasn't had them for a long time since we started using lavender. And he would just wake up screaming and screaming and screaming, and we couldn't get him to back to bed for like an hour. And the first time I used lavender, he was out in 5 minutes. He
Yeah.
wasn't crying anymore, So it's really great with helping some of those natural body processes of like growing pains.
Mm-hmm. And now it's available in a roll-on, so you can just hand the roll-on to the kids and they can put it on wherever they need it.
Yep. And if you
So,
don't like the smell of any oil, like if you're like, oh, I'm sensitive to smells, I don't like the smell of this or that, and you still want the benefits of it, put it on your feet, put your socks on, your shoes.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to smell it to still get the benefits of it.
exactly.
Yeah. What else do we have here?
We've
Yes,
got
lemon.
lemon.
Oh, I was gonna guess lemon. You
Yeah.
got it too fast.
Lemon is like our liquid sunshine. It's just so fresh and uplifting. It smells just like a fresh cut lemon.
Yep.
And there are a lot of companies that use lemon oil in their cleaning products because of that reason, because it smells so clean and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And you can add it to a spray bottle of water to clean your tables or countertops or other surfaces
Yeah,
to
because it's like
get
a
that clean.
sanitizer too. Yeah.
Yeah, and you use it in the shower, in the sink, and with some baking soda, and it's really, really good.
I'll have to tell you what I use it on. My little
Uh-huh.
3-year-old Zoe Faye or Charlie. Sorry, I can get my kids
Yeah.
mixed up. That girl, I have like 11 bottles of lemon at my house at all times because she is like a little. We call her Charzilla. Her name's Charlie. Charzilla. She gets stuff in the weirdest places. I mean, she put like
She
silly
had the
in
marker.
her
Yeah.
bed. She put like gum in her hair. I mean, and this stuff has saved me so much money,
Yeah.
like not having to throw stuff away or cut hair off or whatever. And it's cool when you do it, it just kind of like balls up and it just like comes right out. Like gum just comes right out of hair. It's really
Uh, I loved when you posted the pictures of, when she had used the marker on the table, on the cup, on herself. Yeah, and
yes.
lemon oil got it off. Yeah.
I think I did a FaceTime live or
Yeah, you
something. So
did.
look at it. She just colored black permanent marker all over my antique desk.
Mhm.
My gosh. Yeah, thank goodness it came up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love lemon oil.
And lemon also is good for cleansing the body. We talked before about, you get toxins, and lemon oil in your water every day, throughout the day really will help get those toxins out of your body.
Oh, it does. Absolutely.
Yeah. Makes you happy, lifts the mood throughout the house, and has great antioxidants in it.
Yeah.
So guess what's next?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. Yeah.
Woo! I knew it. Well, because lemon, lavender, and peppermint are your trio for everything.
Exactly. Yep. Peppermint is refreshing and cooling. It will help cool you down, especially in hot weather. A drop or two or spray mist with some peppermint in it to cool your body down, help with reducing fevers. helps you to stay focused. If you're learning a new task or a new process and you use peppermint, it helps you to pay attention, stay focused. And if you like are studying for a test and then it's test time, you pull out the peppermint, a drop on the back of your neck, and just inhaling that scent will help you recall what you've learned.
Yeah, you're like programming yourself in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're programming your mind to recognize a smell, and it triggers you into, alertness and all that. But I mean, peppermint does do that anyway, but it's always great to kind of program a smell that helps you kind of jump into it or shift into that faster.
Mm-hmm. And I love the beadlets because they're easy to carry, and a drop or two. Yeah, it's great for if you're gonna meet somebody or
if you're driving late at night and stay awake.
Help you stay awake.
That will like clear you up and keep you awake for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, or tummy ache or whatever. Yeah, peppermint's great. So I'm trying to remember what's next. Is it oregano?
Nope, not yet.
Frankincense.
Frankincense, the king of oils. This is frankincense is everybody's favorite. This is the one oil that's always a go-to oil. If you are unsure what to use for whatever you're experiencing,
when in doubt,
start with frankincense. Yep, exactly.
Well, it has is it 60 or 62 chemical constituents? That's like little worker men or women. If we want to be director. Working in this little town of frankincense, you know what I mean? So you got your little, your little janitor guy with helping to detox, your little firefighter helps to work with the body's inflammatory response.
Helps with your mood. It's good if you're doing yoga, help you get that feeling of peace and relaxation while you're doing that. And
cellular health.
Yeah.
Maintain healthy immune. Ooh, I have a really good story. I'll share this one. So my very first class that I went to, this room was filled with 30 people, and everybody was going around and sharing different things that they loved about when they got started using essential oils. And this lady, they came to frankincense, and this lady said, "Frankincense saved my children's lives." And I'm new here, so I'm hearing all these amazing stories, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what happened? What happened that this saved your children's lives? And then she goes, "Every time I was about to strangle them because they were driving me crazy, I would take frankincense and I would drop it under my tongue, and it would call me instantly, 'My children are alive today because of frankincense, or I would have strangled them.'" And I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm sitting there because I was pregnant at the time. I had 3 little ones under 8 years old, 8 years old. Or 7, whatever it was. And I literally stopped the class. I'm like, "Please tell me, what did you do exactly? How did you do it? How many drops? Do you put it?" I was asking her all these, literally stopped the whole class and was making her tell me exactly what she did.
That's awesome.
I actually tried it. The next time I was just about to lose it, I went in the bathroom and I seriously looked in the mirror. And I remember I took that frankincense and I dropped it under my tongue, and I saw my whole body go, like this. It was
just relax.
I still remember that visual right now of looking in the mirror and seeing my whole body go like this. And I was like, holy cow, that was fast. Worked. Now the trick is before you blow a gasket, remembering to put it under your tongue. And so but it's awesome. I love frankincense. It's very calming.
Yeah, and we're going to tell you something special about frankincense at the end of the class.
Oh, at the end. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so don't go away.
So hopefully you're seeing this in the month of December.
Yeah.
Hearing this too late.
Okay.
What else do we have?
Next we have breathe. And breathe, strangely enough, is to help with clear breathing. But
wow, they sure named that pretty good.
They did, but it has peppermint and eucalyptus in it, and cardamom, all these things that help open the breathing passages and
Oh yeah.
just make it easier for everybody.
You
We
know,
have some musician friends in Nashville.
yep.
They always use it before they perform so that they give a better performance because they're
Yeah, I remember them
opening
saying.
those breathing passages. So,
You know, and one thing too, eucalyptus is an amazing, amazing lung tissue
mhm.
support.
Yes, it
So
is.
a lot of people don't know that.
Yep. So you can use it a couple of ways. You can put a drop or two, on your chest, or put it in your hands and rub them together and breathe it in. Put it along the sides of your nose and below your nostrils so that you get that in through your lungs, and just
Yeah.
breathe that in.
One thing that's for those of you who are nursing moms, I use this when my baby would get really congested and just having a hard time, really mucusy. I would put some like right here up on my chest, right up here. And when she was nursing, forces her to breathe through her nose. And she would get that while she was nursing. It was really great. It does have peppermint in it. So peppermint can reduce your milk supply. So what you do is you use basil, and that counteracts that. And basil helps to increase your milk supply. So I never had issues. I never had to use the basil, but sometimes people do need to add the basil with it if they're going to use that while they're nursing.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so next we have oregano. And oregano is like a natural antibiotic and has powerful antioxidants. It helps support healthy digestion. It's really good to help maintain a healthy immune system. Put a couple drops in a veggie cap. Or, yeah, you don't want to add too much if you're going to cook. Use a toothpick and dip it in the oil and then swish it around in your big pot of spaghetti, because if you accidentally put more than a drop, it's going to be way too much.
You'll be throwing the spaghetti out. Yeah.
Yeah, you will, because
I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I have to say, like oregano, I mean, you definitely don't want to break a bottle of this in your house. You will like be dying. It is strong.
Yeah.
But I have to say, putting that aside, this is like my favorite essential oil, because whenever I run across anything that's going on and we're just having a really hard time having a breakthrough, I add oregano to it and we're seeing great stuff happening. So,
is that emotionally or physically
both.
or both? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, both. And I've used it more physically for that sense instead of emotionally, but it will do both.
Yeah. Yeah, like Helen said, this is a hot oil. So if you're going to use it topically, you want to definitely add put a carrier oil like coconut or olive oil, something that's pure, and put it on your skin, and then add the oregano with it.
Yeah, because this will. Don't do what I did my first time using it.
Sting a little.
I put it on a Band-Aid and stuck it on top of a mole and slept in it overnight. I ended up getting like this little burn mark on my skin that was the shape of a square.
Oh man.
I was like, but then I used lavender, and lavender helped it, supported it, and healed it really well. But the oregano, you just have to use a drop, and you want to put it directly in the area. Like if you're doing it on a mole or a wart or something like that, you put it directly on it. You don't want to spread it around on the good skin or put a Band-Aid over it or anything like that, because it does need to, you have to respect this oil. It is a good oil, but you need to know how to use it properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that story? We have a friend, and her mom was told that if she put oregano on her lips, it would make her lips look like Julia Roberts.
Oh, no.
She put it on her lips. And they were like, she's like, oh, it worked, but it's burning.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you ever put something on and it's burning, coconut oil or vegetable oil, don't use water. It will make it worse.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not recommending that you use oregano for Julia Roberts lips. Do not do that. I don't
No.
know how really it worked, but I thought it was a funny story.
Melaleuca is like oregano's little brother, and it's really good for skin irritations, rashes, good for your feet, your toenails, your toes, especially after you've been working out and you get out of the shower. Go ahead and apply it, and it will help keep that area of your feet nice and clean and healthy. It's very, very good for um, a refresher, like you can put on a cotton ball in your shoes overnight, or clean up your gym bag smell.
Mm-hmm.
But
If you have a sore ear, you put a little bit on a
I
cotton
had it,
ball.
yeah, earache.
Place it like right here. Don't stick it in. Just
Don't
place
pour it in. Yeah,
the vapors. Yeah, don't ever pour anything really directly into nose holes, ear holes, eyes. You just want to let it sit right there, and
yeah.
or swab the ear like this, and
Mm-hmm.
the vapors will help support that area.
Yeah. If you get like an ear infection, uh, a drop or two behind the ear on the skull
Click on
or
that.
the back of the ear, and go all the way down the eustachian
Yeah,
tubes on your
like that.
neck. Yep.
I don't know if everybody can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it helps get the gunk out. There was a sign on a bulletin in the doctor's office, and it said that children are taken to the emergency room or to the doctor most often because of ear infections.
Mm.
And just a couple of drops, a couple times a day for 2 or 3 days, and the earache is gone. And save yourself the anguish of
Felt that
going to the
pain.
emergency room and sitting for hours and hours. It's
Seriously.
not worth it. Yeah.
Picking up something else while you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to share something really quick for anybody who has children in elementary school and junior high, because you know that you end up dealing with lice breakouts and stuff. What you can do is you can help prevent that from happening and coming into your home. I just take Melaleuca and lavender. I put a couple of drops. Well, let's see. I just made some the other day. I had like a bottle, not as big as my water bottle here, probably about that big.
Mm-hmm.
And I filled it up with 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of Melaleuca, and you can put it in a detangler too. Shake it up, and I spritz that on my kids' hair when I comb their hair in the morning. What's really great is it helps to prevent the head lice, and then if you do get head lice, then it helps because it's a great bug killer. And so it's really good at getting rid of the pests and stuff. And we used it. My daughter got lice. It was not fun. And this stuff worked awesome. It was gone within like 2-3 days. It was complete. The little lice were gone, and it was awesome. So it works really, really well, effectively.
Did you add that to the laundry when you washed, like the
Yes, I did.
sheets and
In
stuff?
fact, put it in a spritzer, and we spritzed like everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. And I was really, the funny thing is about that story is that my my 6-year-old, so I have a 3-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. So my 6-year-old, she's the one who got the head lice, and nobody else in the family did, because my other kids, well, actually, Charlie wasn't born yet, or she was just a brand new baby. My other kids, like I used the spritzer on them because my oldest daughter has really, really, really thick hair. So I was always using that on her. And then my son, I would get his hair wet, get it to lay down. So I used that, but I never really used a spritzer on my daughter's hair, my other daughter's hair. And she's the one who got the lice. Nobody else in the family did, because we all used the detangler. So with the Melaleuca in it.
Yep, it really works.
Yeah.
Really good for minor cuts and rashes if you go to the playground and kids fall and scrape their knee and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a great oil to have on hand.
Yep.
With some coconut oil.
Yep.
Love it.
So if you've ever had a problem after a heavy meal or eating something that you're not used to eating, Digestin is the oil for you because it will help take care of the tummy troubles. Just, put a couple of drops directly on the tummy where it's hurting. It will help with all aspects of digestive issues. So just say that
Yeah.
instead of naming all the different problems, but it's really, really good. You could put a couple drops in an ounce of water and drink it, or drops under your tongue and see immediate results.
Yeah. When I was pregnant with Charlie, I had really bad acid reflux, which, is a natural body process with pregnancy, unfortunately.
Mm.
And I would get, I was taught at one of like my second class I went to, they said, just put 3 drops on your belly, on your top of your pregnant belly, and then rub it up the esophagus down like this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but you just rub it like this. Oh, my doTERRA shirt. Wearing my swag tonight.
Mm.
And I did that. And within 10 minutes, the ladies in the class were like, hey, how are you feeling? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's gone. Wow, that was amazing. I was like sleeping, sitting up, and I was like drinking, apple cider vinegar. I mean, it was really bad. It was bad. I was blown away. I was like, I can't believe this worked. This is amazing. So yeah, it's really great for that too.
A lot of people think it's strange when we say rub it on your tummy, but it works. It goes from cell to cell, and that's how it works.
No, it's true. My grandma, the first time I helped my grandma with it, she was like, what do I do with this? I'm like, just rub it on your stomach. And she's like, don't I have to do I need to eat food? Do I need to like only take it so many times? I'm like, no, grandma, just rub it on your tummy. Just get it on you. Put it anywhere on your body. It will get into your system. It will work. She just couldn't. She couldn't understand the concept of that because she's so used to you only take it this many times. You have to have water. You have to have food. You have to. You know what I mean? And
right.
Remember, essential oils. They're part of the body. I mean, they're the body sees it as a food source.
Yeah.
So just get it on.
Yep. All right, next is Deep Blue, and we use a lot of Deep Blue in our house for muscle and joint pain. Greg's knees are always bothering him, and this was, I think, the first one I used when I got my initial package.
Oh yeah, it was one of the first ones we used.
Greg had been out tilling the garden and came in, and his neck and shoulders and his arms, he was like, I can't move. I said, well, we have Deep Blue. Let's try it.
Tell me how it works. You're my guinea pig.
I put it on, and 30 seconds later, he goes, I can move again. Yeah, really we use a lot of Deep Blue.
Oh yeah, I know this sounds really morbid, but I'm always like praying that somebody has sore muscles when they come to a class. Have sore muscles, because I love putting this on them because they don't know what to expect, and you're like, here, you have sore. We're passing around. Do you have anything sore? Oh yeah, my shoulders. Okay, here, put some on your shoulders. And like seriously, like a few minutes into the class, they're like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh, Tina, our friend Tina.
Yeah.
Like sprang her foot or something really bad, and she dropped her kids off to run to the doctor to have them look at it. And I said, hey, when you come back, we're going over these oils. We're just having a little luncheon and learning some, and you should come back and eat with us and learn. She's like, oh, okay. So she came back, and she came in, and she's wobbling, and she's in pain. And she's sitting there, and we're like, here, let's put some Deep Blue on it. So we put Deep Blue on it. And then she went to 15 minutes later, and she got up to go to the bathroom. And then she came back, and she's like, what is this? She's like, are you guys like witches or something? What is this witch oil? She's like,
yeah.
This is the funniest thing. We're like, no, it's all natural. And she's like, this is amazing. She's like, oh my gosh. And she goes, and I saw her, that was a Friday, and I saw her at church on Sunday, and they told her that she needed to, stay off of stuff. She was wearing her heels on Sunday at church. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I feel great. So she's like, this stuff was amazing. I can't believe I could like wear heels today. So anyways, it was really interesting.
Yeah. And it comes in two forms. It comes in the liquid, which is the oil blend. And then it comes in a cream called Deep Blue Rub. So you initially put the oil blend on to get immediate relief. And then the Deep Blue Rub helps sustain that relief. So it lasts, for a couple hours. But like we said before, if it starts hurting again, you just reapply.
Yep.
So it's amazing. Everybody loves Deep Blue.
They do. And especially men.
Yes.
Men are not into oils, and they're like, I don't have anything to do with that. It's weird.
But they're such big babies that, if they're in pain, you say, just try it. And then they're sold. They totally get it.
They'll see this Deep Blue because it's a rub.
Yeah.
It's like Bengay or whatever. They're thinking,
it's a sports
icy whatever.
Yeah.
So they'll try it because it's not an oil, and then once they try it, they're like, whoa, this works, this is awesome. And then they run out, and then all you got left is the oil. You're like, okay, honey, here, try it. And then they're hooked.
Yeah. It also comes in capsule form. And this is really good for any kind of pain. You just take one or two of these at a time. And I mean, one night I was really hurting.
I was going to ask if you had an experience with this because I haven't tried the internal ones yet.
Yeah, I took two of them. I took one because I thought, well, if one works, then that's all I need. But I waited a few minutes, about 15 minutes, and I said, no, I'm going to take another one. And I did that. And I don't know, I slept really well because, the pain was gone. So
yeah. You could finally relax and sleep.
Yeah. So this is not, the oils in a capsule. It's herbs and oils that, are in powder. Yeah. Extracts that are in kind of powder form. So they're in a capsule. It works really well.
Awesome.
All right. And next we have On Guard, which has cinnamon and clove and wild orange in it, and rosemary and something else that, it's
ginger.
just.
Doesn't it have ginger? No, it doesn't have ginger. Never mind.
It's got cinnamon and eucalyptus. Yeah.
Oh, eucalyptus. Yes.
Eucalyptus. Yeah. So it has a wonderful smell. It's just a spicy kind of smell.
Yeah, it reminds me of Christmas wassail.
Yeah.
Do you ever whenever I smell it, I think of Christmas time.
Because of the cloves and the cinnamon, probably.
Yeah, and I actually experimented with this once, and I put it in my honey baked ham Christmas sauce, and it was really good. Yeah.
I'll bet it was. Yeah.
Just make sure if you put it in, you stir it in after, because you don't want to bake. You don't want to cook the nice properties out of it. But
just add it to the glaze that's going to go on the last few minutes. Yeah,
it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you can also get these in the beadlets. So if you are feeling like you're in a crowd of people who are coughing, sneezing, whatever, all around you, it's really good against environmental threats. It's really good for immune support. And you can add it to a teaspoon of honey or your tea with honey, and just one drop, and it helps you just feel amazing.
Yeah. One of my instructors, this is the oil that totally got her on board for wanting to share essential oils. She said that she has 2 kids, and last year they had 17 and 16 days absence from school because of sick days and stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And she said that she used doTERRA so she's been using for a year. wait, no, 2 years, I think. So she said the first year they had 17, oh my gosh, I'm getting all mixed up. No, she's been using for a year. So she had 17 sick days, and then she started using the doTERRA On Guard with her kids. And this last year, they've only had 4 days that they've missed school.
Wow, that's
So
great.
17 and 16 days down to 4. That's like
Yeah.
she was like, I'm sold on this stuff.
Yeah.
So
And teachers that diffuse this in the classroom, yeah, they have a lot less absenteeism.
yep, they do. They did some studies on that. Yeah, with a school district in Arizona, actually,
Mm-hmm.
Peoria area. Yeah,
Yeah. So very good for your defense system.
yeah, very cool.
So now we get to tell you about the promotions of the month.
Oils and that, or yeah,
I love our promotions. Every month we have something that's really great.
this is a good one.
First of all, we have our 15 milliliter bottle of spearmint that is 10% off in December.
Mm-hmm.
And every month we have something that's 10% off. And this month it's spearmint, and spearmint together with eucalyptus, when you diffuse that, or if you add it to your moisturizer or lotion, it smells amazing.
I'm gonna have to try that. I haven't.
Oh
tried
yeah,
those two
yeah.
together.
Joy made some
Some of her famous.
lotion, yeah, with the 2 of those, and it was wonderful.
Oh, I've got to try that. Spearmint eucalyptus.
Yeah, and it's really good for adding to your icings or your brownies or stuff like that. It's really tasty.
Oh, and you know what this is really good with? Okay,
what?
so when I got kids and they want flavored ice cream,
Ooh.
I just tell them, hey, let's go to Wendy's, get a Frosty. We get vanilla Frosties. Or if you want chocolate, you can get chocolate too. And I just pull out my oils and say, pick what flavor you want.
Awesome.
Wild orange, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, lemon. I mean, and we just put a couple drops of whatever flavor they want and mix it up. And now I've got a healthy treat for them, right?
Yeah.
Stretching it a little bit, but hey, they're getting some great, benefits from the oils, and they get it at the same time. And
if you make your own popsicles, you could do the same thing. Yeah.
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 Exactly. Spearmint. I haven't tried spearmint yet. That would be really yummy.
Yeah. And the big promotion this month is you can earn a free 15 milliliter bottle of the frankincense, the everything oil. And all you have to do is place a 200-point order anytime this month, any kind of order, and you receive the frankincense for free.
Yeah, and they'll let you do that up to 4 times per household. So you can get up to 4 free frankincense.
Yeah.
Fill up your order into 4 separate orders.
Yeah, exactly.
So perfect.
So how do we get the oils? There's 2 ways that you can get them. You can get them wholesale, or you can get them retail. Retail, why pay retail when you can get wholesale?
I know. Seems kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's so many benefits to it, because with your wholesale membership, which costs only $35, you receive 25% off the retail price on everything that you buy.
Yep.
And there's no minimums or maximums required when you have your own account. It's all based on how you want to participate. If you just want to use from time to time, that's fine. If you want to buy a whole lot, you can.
Yeah.
We always have special promos for free oils. And we also have a product of the month for those who want to be part of the optional loyalty rewards program.
You definitely will want to. I've gotten thousands of dollars in free oils through this program.
Yeah. I got 200 points worth of, or $200 worth of oils this month using, by redeeming my points. So I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And just to bring this up too, because sometimes people will say, oh, but I can get oils cheaper, such and such place or whatever. doTERRA gives you so many amazing opportunities to get free oils, get discount oils. It really just behooves you better just to get them through doTERRA, get an account, set up that you can control, because you will get a higher quality oil and you will get way better bang for your buck and
Mm-hmm.
quality through them than anywhere else. I
That's
kid
true.
you not, because you're going to go through way more oils getting that cheap stuff. So this stuff is like awesome.
Yep. You get your own personalized website, so you can go and look at, get information online, and you can purchase whenever you want. Wholesale members can also earn referral bonuses. And our education team, we have classes and webinars like this all the time. We have our own Facebook page so that you can ask questions anytime and get answers, and support from people who may have had the same kind of situation or the same questions that you've had. And as far as the wholesale membership, if you get one of our more bang for your buck packages, you don't even have to pay the $35 fee. It's included. But it's just like getting a Sam's or a Costco membership. You just, pay the fee and get what you want. So
yeah. And you renew it each year, and they give you a free oil for renewing. So it's like,
yes, they do.
It's like you get free renewal almost.
Almost, yeah. And it works like this. Most people start at like 10%. So whatever you order, your points, you get 10% back towards free oils for the first 3 months that you order consecutively. And then the next 3 months, your percentage bumps up to 15%, and then 20%, 25%, until at the end of the year, you're earning 30% back. And you can get a lot of free stuff when you're earning 30%. And I've been earning that for, 5 years, and I love it.
Yeah. I've been at 30% for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, they're giving me oils to redeem.
Yeah.
What? Another $200 in free oils?
Yeah.
Oh, I can use this.
And this is not oils that they decide. You get to decide what you want to redeem those points for. So it's great.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of different kinds of packages. You can start at the high end if you want everything that doTERRA has. We have the Diamond Kit, which starts at $2,500. Mm-hmm. It includes the case, the box, the supplements, the skincare, the hair care, every oil there is.
Sassy weight loss.
Yeah, the diffuser, the 8-hour diffuser.
Lifelong vitality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you are in a position where you can get one of these bigger kits, remember the oils don't have expirations.
Right.
Just such as 10 years. I mean, you will use all the stuff, especially if you're into preparedness or you know that you like oils and you want to use them. Because not only are you going to get, like, there's this huge savings of $800 when you get them in the kit, or I think this other one, I think my little thing's covering it up, $285. You're not just saving that if you were to buy them all individually, but they're going to turn around, and when you place an order with them the next month, they're going to turn around and give you $200 and $400 in free oils that you get to pick out, and you have a year to spend that.
Yep.
To do it all right then. So I mean, look at how much you're getting in free stuff.
Plus, you start either at the 20% or the 25%.
It's the only time they'll let you bracket jump.
That's right when you get started.
Loyalty rewards, yeah. Otherwise, you have to start at 10%. But if you get this at time of enrollment, you get a jump, and then you only have to order like 3 months to get to 30% with that 25% one, and
right,
6 months. So it's a really good benefit if you can. And we've had several people actually get these. Mm-hmm. I know some people might look at it and be like, someone spends that much? No, seriously, they do, and they love it. And I've never had anybody regret getting it either.
Yeah. And our next most popular package is the Natural Solutions, which you get the box, you get several roll-ons, roll-on bottles, you get quite a few oils, a lot of the oils that we talked about tonight, plus some additional oils. You get the coconut oil, you get some cleaning solution, your toothpaste, your skincare, your Lifelong Vitality and the diffuser and the box and the deep blue. It's a really good package to get started with.
You pretty much
And
save almost $100, and
yeah,
then they're going to try and give you $100 in free oils.
right.
So, one thing I want to share with this.
Plus, with this, if you got started with this, you would also get the free frankincense this
That's
month.
true, because it
Yeah.
qualifies for that. And
Yeah.
I wish this is the one that I wish I would have started with in the beginning, just because where I was at with using oils and stuff. I mean, I think this kit is like the best kit, especially if you're just getting started and using too, because you've got a good variety. I mean, when you're looking up in your book on how to do different things, I mean, you've got pretty much everything you need with this kit right here. It's really good. And the other thing that I love too, or that I realized too, is I ended up getting all of this stuff the first 4 months I was using oils.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would have just gotten it, it would have saved me so much money. I ended up doing the $35 membership, and I got a frankincense, a ginger, and a coconut oil. Well, I later on found out I could have gotten one of these kits. I could have gotten 10 oils for the same amount of money if I would have just started out with a kit, and my membership would have been paid for.
Yeah.
But when I got started, there was nobody there to tell me about these cool other benefits and ways of getting enrolled with my wholesome membership. So that's why we're taking the time to go over this with you, because I don't want you guys to end up like I did. Later on, I wanted to kick my cousin. Why didn't you tell me? She's like, well, I tried to tell you. And I was just being too not listening to my cousin because she's family.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted when I had no clue. So we just want to make sure that you guys know what all your options are, because you don't want to be kicking yourself down the road and being like, dang, why didn't I start with one of those others? I could have saved so much money. So, yeah. The Home Essentials is a really popular one too, and that one also counts for the promo of free frankincense.
Yeah.
You'll get a frankincense in this as well. And I mean, you'll love your frankincense. My frankincense lasted me for like 2 years. So my first one. But I know some people who go through it faster. It depends on what you use it for. But that stuff is amazing.
And except for the deep blue, all of them are the 15 milliliters, so they last,
Yeah.
And you get that really nice diffuser that will diffuse for up to 4 hours at a time. It's a really good kit.
Yep, that one is a good one.
And if you're not able to do those, we still have the family wellness, as it's called now. It's not the family physician kit anymore, but you get those top 10 oils that we talked about tonight in the 5 milliliter size. So it's a good sample kit to get you started and see how you like the oils. You also get the peppermint and the On Guard beadlets with that. And, you could add something along with it and still qualify for the free frankincense of the month.
Yeah, you just add stuff to that.
Yep.
And the emotional aromatherapy, that's a really great one. This is a set of oils that's only been out for a year.
Yeah.
And it helps so much with emotional wellness. It's got so many amazing oil blends that you really couldn't put that together on your own. And you'd have to buy a ton of different oils in order to create your own blends. And it's all blended for you scientifically, to the best of the best that they put together to get the right emotional aromatherapy with it.
And it has a great little chart in there so that you can say, how am I feeling? Or how would I like to feel? And, select the oil that kind of goes along with that. So
yeah, I even have my kids. It's so easy. My kids are like, I feel angry. Oh, you need, and it will tell them what oil. It's really cool at helping to teach them about their emotions and that they can be in control of their emotions.
Yeah, great.
And then the athletics kit. But that one, there we go.
Yeah.
That one has the deep blue in it. This is a really great kit for anybody who's very active and, has lots of bones, muscle, and tissue wellness that they want to be working on. Mm-hmm. So.
And you can pick whatever you want for your loyalty rewards orders, and also for the things that you want to redeem points for. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to come up with, how much you want to you want to spend. And if you want to get the free product of the month, it's 125 points, or in oils, it would be $125, 1 point for each dollar for the oils. And you can have it shipped to you anytime between the 1st and the 28th of the month. And there's no obligation to continue. You can quit at any time by calling customer service. But this is the most economical way to get your oils, is through the Loyalty Rewards program.
Yeah. We'll teach you more of this when you get your account set up, and we'll help you know how to do this.
Yep.
Get your biggest bang for your buck.
We find that those who get involved with doTERRA and get their own wholesale account do it for one of three reasons. First of all, if you just want to use it for your own self and for your family, to educate yourself, attend the classes or webinars, that's fine. We'd love to help you get started doing that. If you're sitting here thinking, I know so many people who could benefit from this, I would love to share with them, I would love to host a class and get them involved, then we can help you with that as well. Yeah. And maybe like Helen and I, you fall in love with the oils and you just say, I want to reach a larger audience and teach about the oils. We can help you with that too. So we just ask that when you contact us to get started, that you let us know if you want it for your own personal use, whether you feel like you might want to share or you might want to teach about the oils. And
everybody, our education team is a combination of everybody.
Exactly.
So everyone is welcome no matter where you're at. If you want to just learn, or if you want to make money with it, or whatever you want to do, we have a program for it. And telling us what it is that you want to do, then we can get you the right information. And that way you can learn and grow and use at your own pace. You don't have to feel pressure. We don't have pressure or any of that kind of stuff going on. It's all about education and helping you with your wellness. And if you do want to share with others, we'll help teach you how to share at these, however that is that you want to share.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's it for this evening.
Yeah.
And we sure are happy that you were able to join us on the webinar, and hope that you'll contact us and let us know how we can help you.
Yeah, we would love to have you be part of our essential oils education team, and however that is that you want to participate. And so be sure to keep an eye out for our different classes going on, because it's all about learning and growing in your own development and your own usage and having those amazing experiences in your family. We all want wellness. We all want to help create the right environment for wellness in our families, because it's a lot easier to stay healthy than it is to try to get yourself healthy, right?
Yeah.
Essential oils are a great way to help in whatever way you need there. So anyways, Sharon, thanks so much for being on with me. And I love sharing oils and teaching oils with you. And I guess, too, I'm more on with you tonight because this is your class that you put together.
Well, I'm glad that you are. So
I love it. She and I love tag teaming and doing classes together. So, and if you'd like to as well, jump on and learn how and even teach, just let us know. So have a great day or night, whenever it is that you're watching this, and we'll see you at the next class.
Thanks so much.